Welcome back to Bonanza Disc Golf and to Southwoods Park Disc Golf Course. I went on Instagram because I needed to do a vacation course conquest. I've done that each of the other 2 trips I've taken this year for touring. Lost in Kansas, won, I believe, in Seattle. And so we got to see if I can make it a winning record today. So I went on Instagram and I asked people who were from Des Moines to tell me which course I should play for this series. And the most widespread answer by far was Southwoods Park. Luckily, it's actually a great area because I just played my first practice round for this Disc Challenge here this week. Come out to the Creator Challenge on Thursday if you'd like, or the Disc Challenge Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll be playing in both and it should be a blast. And someone said that 7 down here was 1,000 rated. They said it was like last week for the AM side of the Disc Challenge. And I got this course requested so much that hopefully me and my sweaty hands and my little tired body from playing a practice round today can short a little bit. Oof, ow, that feels awful. So just warmed up a few shots just to get the body feeling good. I think I'm gonna go with this Wraith, which I just put in the bag for this week. 370, so I'm just gonna turn it a bit through this gap. Oh, time to put my baby to bed back home. But I think they're at the airport. I'm always flying in later tonight, so gotta get this video done. Let's start with a solid shot. Hold it. Hold it more. Okay, that was close to good, and I think I'll have a putt. Super excited to play out here. Just get to some more local courses. I do not have a straight mid-range. I have a flippier mid-range in my dune. I could put a Stig in the bag, but that's a little too flippy. It's pretty close to the dune, just a touch more stability. But oh, look, hand pads, that's cool. But I lost my buzz in the water today at the Disc Challenge. Silas, if you guys saw that video, said that I should be able to get it back, but the frogs might have taken it first because there were so many frogs out there. That being said, the wind is out a bit today, but it still should be a great time. And I'm just stoked to play some local courses and get to know my bag a little better, since coming from Denver, I didn't really change my bag back to a Denver bag for the 3 weeks that I was home. So I know kind of what some of these discs will do, but I didn't even feel like I knew my discs super well when I was in the Pacific Northwest. So playing some local courses this week should help me with that. This is gonna be the sweatiest round I've played in a long time. There's 2 layouts here. There's the OG, which is what I'm playing. And then there was like a shorts, which maybe, I don't know what they played. So where did this guy get to? Okay. Oh, right here. Walked right over it. Circle 2 putt to start. Honestly, pretty solid. Ooh, I did have a couple warm-up putts and I shanked 3 of them really bad to get started. So hopefully I can figure that out. Well, it wasn't shanked, but it wasn't good. It's been a little while since I've played a course blind. Even when I was out at the PNW, I feel like I'd played most of those courses before, and I didn't really get out too much besides SeaTac, and I'd already played that. So this is gonna be a little extra challenging today. 405 feet it says, straight ahead. There's OB pretty far left on the road. Beautiful, beautiful shot. I got a lot of water and stuff here today. Gotta find a way to drink it with keeping my hands dry with the condensation. I will say, forgot how incredibly uncomfortable it is to play in these conditions. I think this one is a good Sphinx or Era hole. I think we'll go Era. Just stand it up a little right to left wind, I feel. Oh gosh. Wow, stick. That's interesting. I haven't had that in a while, but like if you throw, but sometimes there's like an equilibrium that I think you can reach where your hand has a little sweat, but mostly dry, and then the disc is sticky. So I need to have a lot of extra focus on my releases today. Good off-shot practice from shanking that shot. But I also have to practice before the tournament, which I mentioned a lot in my practice run yesterday, but I need to practice just really punching shots and throwing hard. I think I try to smooth up on shots a lot. Even on that, I'm trying to just throw smooth rather than really punch something out there at it. If I can practice some hyzers and throwing some really hard shots today, that would be a win. But honestly, getting out of here, anything close to 1,000 rated, I'd be stoked because my body feels weird right now, not gonna lie. I say that because my left hand, which is like grips the tripod, is like crampy. Oh man, I'm glad I have electrolytes. For up shots, I actually put a Pure in the bag, mostly just for like driving putter shots that like are flip up instead of just straight with the MB. For up shots, I do have this Banana Butt PA3, which are available, some Banana Butt discs, but this looks like a forehand, which I have the Chicane for, as well as the MD5 in the bag. I think Chicane is the right call though. It's easy to get lazy, a little extra commitment. Why do these discs feel sticky right now? This is so odd. All right, should be easy par. Hole 3 looks like a 525-foot par 4, mostly just straight. There's a Mando left and then a drop zone to the right somewhere, if you missed the Mando. This is a pump, but it looks like it's like mostly straight, if not a touch left. So if you kind of ride something up, maybe give yourself a long eagle look. I don't see any OB. If you guys have watched my last couple videos where I've been doing challenges and stuff, I've been playing the easy par 4s atrociously. Today, if they're easy par 4s like this, half the birdie. Even if it's just like throwing a smooth, simple shot out there, I'm gonna try to throw a shot that I can like get an eagle with, but I'm not gonna force the issue and like try too hard. So maybe give myself a long putt. Wraith or this Halo Glow Emperor, which I think is what I'll actually throw, because I'm gonna throw it slight hyzer if not flat. Oh, but I want the Wraith to kind of flip up a bit. You know what? I'm gonna actually throw hard this guy, iBlend Emperor. Shanked it on a forehand in my warm-up, but this is backhand. You guys never saw that gap, huh? Wow. That's probably gonna be a long putt. Dude, I have no trust in my grip right now. It's honestly the fun of disc golf. There's always something to complain about. These are my people. What's up, dude?
Dude, I saw the Colorado players. I was like, no way, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, this is better.
Dude, it's good to meet you.
Dude, it's so hot out.
It's
Here, man, I was like hoping to see you.
Yeah.
That's just our little group of friends.
Oh, sick. Here, throw it on my bag.
It's fucking badass,
Yeah.
dude. Good round, man.
Thank you. Good to meet you guys. Let's go. Say hi if you see me and you want to. Sweet patch. I didn't check to see if there were any profanities, but I doubt it. So, what you guys with that? I'm probably in some jail over here, but I think it's far enough to have a look. And it looks like I got a pretty wide open lane. If I had to punch through something tiny, I would not be going for it. I'd be laying up. And I need to be a little smarter in my disc golf. That's part of it. Stay up. Oh, great height, just never left enough. I take that though, I take that. Easy bird. You know something extra cool? I haven't had a bullseye putt yet. So I'm really padding my Circle 1 stats, because if you're within 11 feet, it doesn't count as a C1X putt. And your C1X percentage is what people talk about basically, because if you're in the bullseye, it's pretty much a drop-in, so they expect you to make it. It'll still count against you if you miss, which I think is fair. But since I'm 3 for 3 right now, if I miss one, even though those are all pretty gimme putts, but I'll only be 75% instead of 0%. That's on legal stat padding. The people who complain about me complaining are gonna hate this one, because I have all of the bad feelings right now. That being said, 285 up the hill. It looks like a forehand, but I think it's a backhand. Because yeah, it's like a right to left, but that's pretty far up there. And so I think backhand turnover, I think the dune actually might be perfect for the shot. Gonna have a little late drift on it. Could be a pure, I think this special Maria Oliva dune is the shot for me. No, whoa. Ah! I gotta let these 2 holes be the main 2 gaps that I can't hit. Because if I can't gap it, it looks like today's not gonna be a fun round. This is a sick hole. Come on. Oh, great line. Yeah, so far. 1 through 4. I'm gonna wait to worry about score and like thinking about pace until hole 7. So I got 3 more to kind of get my feel right. Because it's just hard to know when you're playing blind and you're trying to shoot a specific score, how easy each of the holes are or how difficult they might be. This looks cool. This looks like, I don't even know where it's going, but that looks crazy. But it'd be pretty easy to be like, oh, I'm 1 through 4, I'm almost screwed. But I got 14 holes to get 6 more birdies. That's not even half of them. So I'm gonna try to exercise some patience here. Just focus on throwing the shot in front of me. Because if I do that, I'll never have to worry about score, because the score will come. This one, it's gotta be in the long 410. This one's a tricky looking par 3. There's OB right and some concrete. I do like that there's not a ton of OB. I think I saw pulling in that there was a hole that had some OB, which likely was hole 18, because it looked like a big old guy. Unfortunately, that one was parked, so no Circle 1 stat padding on that one. 410, straight downhill. Roman or Era. Era can flip a lot. Man, I almost wish I had a 7-speed in here, but this is a great buzz hole too, it looks like. I think I like Eric because I'll throw it on a touch of hyzer, and as long as I don't like swoop it into the woods left, so I just gotta focus and throw it committed hyzer shot, it should flip up and be good. Because if I throw Roman, I throw Annie, I could hit that first tree, and I don't want to even worry about that.
If I throw Roman, I throw Annie, I could hit that first tree, and I don't want to even worry about that.
That's the tree I was talking about? Wow. Wow. I'm in a bad state right now. Dude, everything is slipping out, but that might get so lucky. No way. That slipped straight off my index finger, and I think I'll have a putt. All right, this is lucky, but I'm gonna chalk this up to a bogey, say I'm even through 5. Now the score does become a factor because I have less than half the holes I can get now, which is fine, I can string them together. I just don't think I've felt as out of control as I have right now in a pretty long time playing. It does make sense, I played a Pro Tour course today. Come on, stay up! Oh, dude, stop throwing so low. The lines are so good from these big bids. Bogey on this one is fine. This is a hard hole. This might be the hardest course I've ever played in my life. Let's go. I'm gonna take a little peek at you just real fast, see what the next couple holes look like. The next 4 holes, each shot requires less than 300 feet. There's a 455 par 4, but everything else is 300 and in. Do a little mini game, try to shoot 3 down in the next 4. And if that happens and I'm somehow 3 down through 9, it feels much more doable. I'm gonna take an extra second to like drink up though. Just feel fine. 240, beautiful shot. Forehand definitely looks like it plays. Maybe honestly, since it's so uphill, I just throw my scepter on a forehand, just turn it over, let it do the work. Because it's gonna be hard to get too much higher than the basket because of how uphill it is. Probably plays close to 315 or so. Oh, let's go. It's definitely a solution. Do you guys like who play in the humidity a lot? Do you get used to this? Because I know your body adapts, but for right now, man, I feel like I'm screwed come Thursday with how hot and humid it is. And we're gonna get some rain too. I'm just hoping my body adapts to where it's not like overproducing sweat because I live in Denver when there's no humidity. So yeah, with how this round is going, whoever put these logs up, I want to kiss them. I don't say I'm flipping this. It's a gimme, but I'm flipping it for sure. Well, this is gorgeous. 300 feet across the ravine. Okay, there's white stakes at the creek, which designates some OB as well. So, need to pure a backhand, so I think I might actually just throw the pure. So it would be a good buzz shot. Maybe I needed a flippier buzz anyways. That's probably cope, but. Yes! Get up. Skip. I'm just so stoked to hit a gap right now. Come on, hand. This is a Gannon bird chalk, but I just feel like I'm slapping him trying to get my hand dry. A lot of other baskets catch this. But it was a little left side, so I can blame myself. What the heck? There's frisbees up there. Par 4, you can actually see the basket though. 450 something maybe? So again, just need a birdie. Whatever is the cleanest shot. If I can eagle, great, but that's not what's important. I do like the forehand just in general. There is OB in the creek, which is designated by more stakes, and the creek kind of runs along it. And if you throw the forehand, it skips towards it. That's tricky. Luckily it places a river, because it is a river. Don't want to throw the Sphinx on a backhand. I like the forehand, just the way that the tree is shaped. This is quite the day. I will say, coming down this fairway more and seeing how the trees shape out, the backhand does look more enticing because I didn't realize how much this river ran along this right side. Yeah, I'm super OB. You always start your rounds with a little bit of hope. And the way this round started, it dwindled pretty fast. But it's not all lost. Still possible. Maybe just chuck my chicane up there. That's my marker. Good game. That's helpful. Is that short? Whoa, that's way short. My depth perception's atrocious. Oh, there's a bluegill just chilling by my disc. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Oh, no. Shout out Vessies. All right, outside the circle, this is starting to feel like this has to drop. If I go back to even through 8, come on. Let's freaking go. Never mind, we're in this. I'm gonna freaking crush 1,000 rated. Everyone's gonna be sad that they thought that I was gonna lose. Don't play this clip if I lose. I know you will anyways, but please don't. I'm back in this. Time to drink some more Gatorade. The elevation change at this course is gnarly. 285, but also uphill. I don't think we've played a hole where there hasn't been elevation change. Just up and down and up and down. That is pretty sweet, honestly. Yeah, there's not been a basket that's probably about within 5 feet of where you start the hole. Maybe hole 1, but the backhand seems like it's the shot it wants you to throw. Wow, I'm almost tempted to go fairway? Just because there's not a lot of a backstop. Any wind? Okay, a little head, right to left. Man, I really don't hate the scepter, but I don't love it. So I think I'm just gonna try to almost like ace it with the Sphinx, but honestly, even saying that, I just hope I'm within about like 30 feet of my landing zone at this point. Oh my gosh. I'm only throwing the Sphinx from here on out. It's a little short, but I'm making that putt. I thought that was too low. Come on. Dude, I'm telling you what. If I somehow shoot my 7 today, biggest shout out ever to Cornbread Casserole Banging Chains. I don't think I would be able to keep my head in the game if it wasn't for them. I thought I said cornhole when I first saw it, not gonna lie. Cornbread, corn fed, birdie in the bank. Hole 10, headwind, 385. Hopefully you can see the top of the basket, just down in an open field. No OB to speak of. Man, this is tricky. I really need a buzz. Scepter or Roman probably is actually gonna be the play. The buzz I lost because I was trying to throw slow discs into headwinds, and they just get caught up so much that, like, if you throw your fairway driver normally 300 feet, it might go 280 or 285 in a headwind. If you throw your mid-range normally 250 feet, it might go 200. So it's like way more different because of how much blunter the wing is. I think it's gotta be, oh man, I wanna throw the scepter. I keep gravitating back to it, so that has to be right. Dive. Oh, wow. 45 feet long. Maybe I should have thrown the MV. Dang, it felt like a headwind up there. All right, little right to lefty. What? That didn't swing at a single bit. 5 of the last 8. Gets me to 7. But I think I'm going to get 5 of the next 5. But you know that my thinking brain has not been working very well recently, so take that with a grain of salt. Got a beautiful looking 300 footer straight ahead. Honestly, it looks like it plays more to the forehand than I thought it was going to be backhand. So I brought on my backhand discs. The OB is left for a while, but this looks like if I throw my scepter just on a touch of turn, that's like the shape that it wants. Because I could flip something up, but then it's going towards OB and away from the hill. Just be smooth with it. Yes! I don't know if it flared down the hill or not, but I threw it 5 more degrees Anheuser than I wanted, but otherwise perfect. Is that it chilling on? No. Oh, yes, it is it chilling on the ground. Let's go. I think this might be one of the only 290-foot driver holes in the world. Congratulations, Southwoods. I feel like I've played other ones that are like this, but this is so uphill. I almost just want to rip a driver up the right side, which I think is actually the play. Last hole might have been the first, like, not really elevation changey hole. So congratulations. We found one. It's still probably that 5 feet of difference, honestly, but this one more than makes up for it. They said, shoot, that's almost flat. We got to really jack this up. No, freaking slipped. Are you kidding me? Oh. That sucks. Also, then I sat down and that feels really bad. Oh, that really sucks, man. I'm gonna bank on the fact that my body's gonna adapt to this, because I'm gonna shoot 1,000 over par for the Discmania challenge if I don't. I do like to be a man of my word, so I'm gonna throw this in for you. I said 5 for 5. I gotta deliver. Oh, that's not bad. Would have elevated right in if I pushed it a little lefter, but that's okay. Hey, does anyone know the signs for heat stroke? Just kidding. I'm drinking enough. Hopefully. 13. Oh, if I do get the next 4, that means we're actually on 16, so a little buffer still. Down the hill a bit. This is a course that would really do with having some elevation on the tee signs, but that's like an extra bougie factor. Also, shout out, I think this is an Avery Jenkins course. It's kind of telltale that he designed it if you see that green disc golf park stuff and the disc golf park baskets. So shout out to the world champion for that. 375 down the hill, probably envy, honestly. Get there. Big old shank job. Oh wow, that was more stable than I thought it was gonna be, and I still hyzered it too much. Long putt, dangerous putt. This is another shot where I definitely need that buzz. It's hard because at the Pro Tour course, I don't even really need a single time. Even the shot that I did throw it, I should have thrown something else. But then out here, I think I'd be at least 1 or 2 strokes better with it, which really stinks. I'll leave you guys down here in the shade to relax while I hopefully go find my disc and make par at worst. Wow, that got farther than I thought. What? Oh, that's a double bogey. And that means, wow, that was such an easy shot off the tee too that I just royally messed up. And it turned into a double. That's what happens out here. And that brings me back to like 1 under. And with 5 to play, it's technically not impossible because I think the next hole, or maybe the one after, is a 450 par 4. And then a 900 foot par 5 is the last hole. So there's the potential for 2 eagles depending on how crazy those holes are. A member of the Brotherhood of Cornbread did warn me though that 16 and 17 were crazy.
16 and 17, they just cut our throats out, dude.
Okay.
It's brutal.
No matter what, this is about to be a montage, and it's either going to be awesome and inspiring or really, really sad. Let's go. Come on. Ah, oh, shorty. As good as I can throw that if it skips. It did, and it's rolling. I'm gonna be honest, this hole feels just as hard, if not harder, to than most of the other par 4s out here, I felt. Like a lot of the other par 4s, like even 2 holes ago, I feel like I just missed my line from giving myself a circle 1 putt. Here, with how low that ceiling is, I'm like, how nose up or how stable, or I don't know. There's probably a line to do it, but this feels almost harder to 2 than that hole. Easier 3, so that makes sense. But make this eagle the last 4 downs respectable. But so is 1 down, if we really think about it, because all I have to do is respect myself. Remember that. Oh, I don't respect myself for that bid. 18, 900 foot par 5. Looks like it's straight out here. And then dogleg right. Oh, there is an OB landing straight by the basket. So let's try to get it out here. This might be the best feeling shower that I ever have in my life after this. 330 to the tree on the right. So probably got to throw at least a 350 shot. Looks like the OB, or it's mostly straight with like a dogleg. So mostly straight shot works. Don't need to turn it a ton. I just need 2 ripped shots, and this will be a sweet finisher. I like that even more. Not quite. It's not turned as much as I thought it was, but it's way out there, so I'm very happy. I don't think I'll have a look for eagle unless it's super downhill. Thunderstorms are rolling in. That is a lot of room left to right there. A decent amount of wind, but it is a helping tailwind. I'm gonna guess I'm about 580 out. 510. This is eagleable. I'm almost debating throwing the same disc, just rip it over, but I think that means I put in this wraith to be slightly more understable. Kind of in place of the blue and white emperor I was throwing a lot in Portland. Downhill run up, tailwind. I have to turn it at the basket and have most of its flight be on Anheuser. I suck. That was the worst shot ever. Well, we know I lost. Maybe I forfeit here. I'll still play, but I want to get the eagle shot right. That was such a bad shot. What the heck? Should have just thrown this again. It's my workhorse this week, I think. Eye blend guy. It's got to be. If this doesn't work, I'm throwing the Sphinx and we're leaving. There it is. Why would I not do that, man? That's my shot. Oh! OB. That's why. That's why I went OB. That's why. Well, Sphinx and I'm out of here. There it is. That's so good. Dude, just throw your signature frisbee. That's gonna be edge of circle short. Come on, what am I thinking? I don't see a drop zone here, even though there was one on the T sign. But I went OB around that corner up there, so we'll take it up there and try to throw it in for bird. My stats aren't gonna be great. This is probably my worst. I think this is my worst performance to date in Course Conquest, but I think it's also the most sensible one. Still kind of learning these, and I felt like I did learn a lot today, even though I shanked a lot. And I'm just stoked I got these done because my wife's flying in a couple hours. I can head back to the Airbnb. Maybe I gotta get fitter, but this was crazy. Hey, under par, not the end of the world. Going out up here, I'll throw it in for a bird, and then I'll make it from the Sphinx because that was electric. Oh, the Headwind was up there close. I lost the workhorse one, so I'm gonna try to make this putt and then go find that as the storm rolls in. That sucks. It only makes sense because the Sphinx has eagle's wings, baby. Infinitedisc.com/pro/Bodanza for all my stuff. But this is fun. Let's take a look at the final UDisc rating. 1 under. Not 7. But I'm stoked I kept it under par. I can't believe I did that.
My wife and baby are sleeping, so I'm just letting you know the Shank Monster got me. 223 rated, not great, 950 approximately, but I'm stoked to have found another sweet local course. Definitely check out Southwoods if you're in the Des Moines area. Putting wasn't atrocious, the driving is what did it in today. I'd love to come back and play this course again. Likely not going to be this week because I've lined up a lot of other cool local stuff. Tune into the Creator Challenge on Thursday and the Discmania Challenge Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Hopefully I shank significantly less then.